Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka Billy Indiana. Today we're going to unbox a brand new game, Trekking the World by Charlie Bink and Underdog Games. Let's get it to the table and see what's inside the box. So Trekking the World is a sequel of sorts to Trekking the National Parks, which is a game my wife and I really enjoy. This game is beautiful, as you can see from the box art, very much like the original Trekking the National Parks. On the back it says, build your bucket list of destinations and try a whirlwind tour to visit them all. But hurry, your fellow travelers might just beat you there. In Trekking the World, players compete to be ultimate globetrotter by racing to visit world-renowned locations and collect rare souvenirs along the way. The game spotlights 48 real-world destinations, each beautifully illustrated and accompanied with educational passages to inspire your next gateway. That's one of the things we really liked about the National Parks game too, is that there was always this educational information we could learn about the parks. My wife and I love going to the national parks and state parks, and so it was fun to read some of the history and read some of the facts about those different parks. This one, Trekking the World, is a 2 to 5 player game for ages 10 and up, 30 to 60 minutes per game. And like I said, we're excited to try this because we really do enjoy trekking the national parks. So let's see what's inside. Alright, inside the cover you can see a journey is best measured in friends rather than miles. We made this game so friends and family can gather and have fun while celebrating the joy of travel. Learn the rules with our how to play video, worldtravelgame.com/rules. Skip the rule book. Okay, here is the rule book. It says skip the rule book and has that same link. Tells you all the different components here on the front. Very similar to the rule book of the Trekking the National Parks game, it looks like. And I think the gameplay is going to have a lot of carryover as well. It looked pretty similar from the videos that I've watched, but just a few tweaks and just some beautiful art of wonderful places in the world. We've lived abroad, we've traveled a lot around the country and around the world, and are excited to see some of the art here. Your adventure starts here. Information. New to the game? Watch our how to play video. Okay, so more of the same. Trekking the National Parks. Got a little postcard. I think this same postcard might have been in that other game. Just referring you back to that one, which we enjoy, like I said. Nice little canvas bag here, Trekking the World. And let's see, looks like this is the game board. Alright, so a few adjustments and now you can see the board a little bit better. You can see up here at the top there's our journey log for a couple of different kinds of cards, it looks like. Down here at the bottom you can see end game triggers, the 5th region bonus tile is claimed, or a player collects 5 destination cards. You can see a player turn, you're going to move and then choose, and you can see all the incredible places around the globe you're going to be traveling to. So let's see what else comes inside the box. I really like the board shape, like I mentioned. And inside the box, this is pretty cool. A very nice holder for all the different components. We've got lots of cubes here. It's a little different than in the Trekking the National Parks, have those nice little resin drops. And then we've got some victory point markers, it looks like. I think these must be player boards, look like suitcases. We've got brown and orange and yellow and blue and pink. And then we've got, this looks like some of these markers have fallen out of some container here. I'll put them there for now. We've got some different tokens here for the different players, looks like. We got those 5 same players as the player boards there. Got a scorecard. Got the big location cards, it looks like. We'll open those up and put some underneath the close-up camera. These, I think, are the playing cards that help you to trek around the world based on their emblems and their numbers, and also collect the locations, I'm assuming, based on what I know from trekking the national parks. And then these are some nice thick tiles. Most crafts, most figurines, most clothing, and most postcards. So it looks like victory points for the people who achieve those accomplishments. Let's take a look at some of these cards underneath the close-up camera. First up, let me show you the trekking cards and the journey cards. So the trekking cards are the different colors. Each color comes with a set of numbers. So there's 1s, 2s, and 3s, it looks like, in each of the different colors. And so there's the different, not only colors, but icons. And you would use those, I'm assuming, I haven't read the rules yet, but I'm assuming you use those colors to match the destinations, to claim the destinations, and you use the numbers to trek around the world. Then these are called the journey cards. And oh, by the way, these trekking cards all have the same back. Look pretty cool, like a passport with a bunch of stamps inside. These journey cards, there's A cards and B cards, and they've got the A and the B backings, and I think that's what goes up in the top right corner of the board. And if I remember correctly from the game, you have just 2 in view, 1A and 1B at a time, and you can choose to do one of those journeys during your turn, I believe. So these are just some of the things you can do, I believe, during your journey. So those are the different journey cards. Like the little comments here: exchange rate, staycation, oh, the places you'll go, sky's the limit, all inclusive, ships in the night. So interesting journey cards. Let me show you a couple of the other smaller features. Now you can see the souvenir tiles. So most postcards, most clothing, most figurines, most crafts. They're 2-sided. I'm not sure if there's a difference. Let's see. This side just says, this award goes to the player with the most white souvenirs, at least 2. Any player who picks up more white souvenirs takes this award, 9 points. And it looks like it's the same thing on the back. It does say on this side, 2 players, and you just get 4 points. And then on this side, 3+ players, you get 9 points. So I guess it's just for scaling that they're 2-sided. And then we've got the score book here with the little papers to keep track of. It looks like maybe the destinations, and then the souvenir tiles, and then things you accumulate in your suitcase, and then the little tokens. So there's a few new things that weren't in that trekking the national parks. I like the little meeples here. They all have a little bit different shape, and so they're each unique. That's kind of nice. And then these are those suitcases I showed you up close, just for the different colors. There's the brown and the orange and the yellow, blue and pink to go with those meeples. And then the focal point of the game, the destination cards. This is where all of the art, you can tell, is really nicely done, but I think here is where it really shines through in seeing the pictures from the different destinations. Looks like we got victory points, and then we've also got what it would require, so 2 of the water trekking cards to be able to acquire this destination. And so I'll just go through some of these. I won't go through the whole pile. There's an awful lot of them, but let you see some of the art here. Be fun to, as we're going through, see how many of these places we've been and which ones are on our wish list. Hoping to go to Yellowstone next summer. Love to go to Galapagos too as a science teacher. That'd be great. Really beautiful art, as you would expect from this game sequence, or this game series. Eiffel Tower, Fisherman's Bastion, Sagrada Familia. Very nice. Yeah, maybe I will end up going through all of them. More than halfway through now, and I'm enjoying looking at the art. Hopefully you are too. Timbuktu. Great Wall of China, another place that I always wanted to go. Taj Mahal, Terracotta Army. A lot of these places I've heard of and wanted to go, and some of them I haven't. Oh, Borobudur, been there. We used to live in Indonesia. Beautiful place. Great Barrier Reef, been close. Not quite to the Great Barrier Reef, but in the Indian Ocean and in that part of the world, swimming in the ocean. All right, and then it looks like some player cards here to remind you of what happens on each turn. So there you have it. That's what comes inside the box of Trekking the World. very excited to get this game to the table and learn how to play. It looks just enough different from trekking the national parks that I think it'll be a new adventure, and it's going to be fun to explore these destination cards. I didn't show on the back, but I mentioned, as we read before, each one has information about the location, so you can read and learn about all the different destinations you'd be visiting, in addition to just enjoying the wonderful art that's present on the cards. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope it has been informational and that you've enjoyed it. If you have, I'd love it if you'd click on that like button, and it'd be great if you'd subscribe to the channel and join us what we're doing here at Billy, Indiana. You can even click on that bell icon if you want to get notifications of future videos. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Bill, Indiana, signing off.